everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the battle up front will be crucial as both defenses come in ranked top 10 in total sacks. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. They're getting close to kickoff in America's finest city, San Diego. So let's head out west and check in with our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the San Diego Chargers. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
And the play clock's running down. Rivers now on second down. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. A first down throw here for Rivers. And incomplete to open things up. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
One receiver left, that's Allen. 2nd down, Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Rivers, Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
To the air again here, Rivers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That was second down run for Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
2 yards to go here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Rivers now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. Third down here.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
6 yards to go here on second down. Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted, wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Gun now on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Set. Watch 15.
Second down, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Rivers on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Murray the lone setback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a big play there for Oakland. And even 50 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here we go.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
19,
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. He could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go. Gun!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Watch it now, buddy!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
1 receiver left, that's Allen. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Gordon on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's third down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriot.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock winding down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Very little room for error here, backed up deep in their own end, but it's a situation they put a lot of work into this week. Let's see if it pays off. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Oh, design run for their wideout. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage list defensively. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Patrick DeMarco. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And it's up and good. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One man in the backfield is Gordon.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Rivers now to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go with Murray again. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray, the lone setback. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And the Chargers trot out their down package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Look at that play by Khalil Mack. Another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Green, 39.
Now Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Throwing Jones. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Murray the lone setback. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They're going to look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. 1 receiver left, that's Allen. Back to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. And it's complete. Henry. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go.
Got a try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They come up in an offset eye. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. Washington. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Washington on 3rd and short. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. All right, here we go.
Now Jones. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing Jones. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
A gain of 11 and a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. Good enough for a San Diego first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. On first, here's Washington. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from San Diego.
Deplorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us, they could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average teen, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TV.
Giant